So Keir Starmer plans to crack down on political interference by foreign billionaire donors. I'm going to read into this piece from Byline Times, you guys. Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Reganelite here with an article from Byline Times with a headline that Keir Starmer, the current Prime Minister, plans to crack down on political interference by foreign billionaire donors. The Prime Minister is under pressure to close illegal loopholes that would allow tech billionaire and Donald Trump's aide Elon Musk to funnel millions of dollars into right-wing political parties in the UK. Guys, while you're here, make sure you hit that like button and share it across social media so others are notified of this video. But is he really going to do this? He says he planned to crack down on it, but is he going to do this? Because here's the thing: like, there's a couple of things about this, because there are people who are donating to the Labour Party, and some of those people who have donated to the Labour Party obviously used to donate to the Conservatives. Some of them will be pressuring Keir Starmer to not do anything. Some might try to pressure this Labour government to ease on the interference of foreign billionaires, so that politicians can enrich themselves even more. It is a case of whether or not they will heed to it. This Labour government is nowhere near it's certainly not a left-wing government in any way, shape, or form, and I wish people would not address it as such. Because some of the actions that they've taken is definitely questionable, which we've talked about. But the question really, the question on my mind really is he actually going to crack down on this? And is he cracking down on this not because he wants to, but because of the threat of Nigel Farage and Reform UK? And I do wonder that the fact that Elon Musk may, and that's still a long shot, may donate money to the Reform UK. So I don't know if he will or not. But even if it wasn't him, other donors have put their money back in behind Reform UK. But whether or not they'll be one to make and actually get seize power is another thing. There's still a lot of obstacles for Reform UK to do so, and a lot of people have stopped. There's a lot of donors who have turned away from the Conservatives, and they've still got a ways to rebuilding themselves back up. So there is this possibility that the likes of Elon Musk, there are still ways for them to basically send money to them. There are ways, legal loopholes for them to do so. But whether he will close these legal loopholes, I do wonder. The very possibility, like as of right now, like I know some people may not like this, but there is a realistic possibility that Nigel Farage can become Prime Minister. And you only need to look at Boris Johnson and what happened to him, of how he became Prime Minister, because nobody expected him to become Prime Minister. And Nigel Farage seems more competent than Boris Johnson. So make no mistake about it, it can happen. So 5 days after Elon Musk's infamous Nazi salute at Trump's inauguration ceremony, Dr. Jeremy Stone, a software engineer consultant, launched a petition to remove loopholes that allow wealthy foreign individuals to make donations into UK political parties, i.e. by funneling through UK-registered companies, cap all donations to a reasonable amount, and review limits on the fines that can be levied for breaking the rules. Stone posted the petition on X, formerly Twitter, below an AI-generated image of Elon Musk performing the salute over a ballot box with dollar stuffs inside. Is this what we want? Stone wrote on his post about the petition. The answer, at least for the 142,076 people who signed, was no. The petition quickly cleared the 100,000 signature threshold to force a parliamentary debate, as Elon Musk threatened to intervene in UK politics with the promise, as yet unrealised, of $100 million donation to Reform UK. The debate took place in Parliament on Tuesday between MPs for Labour, the Conservative Liberal Democrats and the DUP. So here is what we learnt from the debate. So Keir Starmer's government plans to tighten rules on foreign donors. So Democracy Minister Rashkin Ali told MPs, although it is clear that foreign donations to political parties and other campaigns are illegal, government recognises the continued risks posed by actors who seek to interfere in our democratic processes. The current rules no longer match the philosophication and precedents of those who wish to undermine our laws, and that threats must be addressed through stronger safeguards. She added, we are considering a series of new measures that would achieve that, such as enhanced checks by recipients of donations and tighter controls on donors, including more restrictions around company donations. But some MPs have raised concern in the debate about the influence of big money donors generally, whether they are foreigners or not. Belridea Abdi, the Labour MP for Clapton and Brixton Hill, said, we all know the saying, money is power. And I would hope that none of us are naive enough to think that this does not apply to the UK. If we want to create a democratic system where everyone's vote has equal value, we need strong protections in place to prevent the very richest individual in our society from warping our democracy. Richabo and Addy also described the proposal from the IPPR think tank to cap individual and corporate donations to political parties at £100,000 a year as a modest starting point. And he told MPs that there would be no action to cap donations from British citizens or corporations. She said, the government does not plan to introduce such restrictions as we are rightly focusing on safeguards that protect against the threat of foreign interference. She added, I mentioned at the start that we must protect what is hard won. It is vital that those who play a crucial role in our democracy can fundraise efficiently and communicate their ideas with the electorate. Those who choose to participate in electoral campaigns must follow the strict accounting and transparency rules that apply to political donations and the strict spending limits for election campaigns. Rumours that Musk plans to make a large donation to Nigel Farage's party began circulating a few weeks after the ex-owner met the Reform UK leader in person. However, the two men have since fallen out, with Musk backing Rupert Lowe in the Reform UK split and calling for Farage to be moved as leader. Nevertheless, the possibility that the South African billionaire could try and interfere in the UK democracy through large donations loomed over the debate. Owen Campbell, who has led the debate, said, there are ways that Musk could get around the rules. For example, a multinational corporation owned by a foreign national could legally donate to the UK political parties. Additionally, unincorporated associations which are permissible donors do not have to conduct permissible checks on their own donors, leading to a lack of transparency in the donations. Tom Hayes, the Labour MP for Bournemouth East, warned that this world moment involves a particular intersection between the concentration of wealth, where we can sway elections in the hands of small people who happen to be tech billionaires. The fact that these wealthy men are foreigners to our country, if they were to get engaged into our politics under the current system, they could sway our elections through donations as well as the use of their technology and communications channel. Hayes name-checked Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Sergey Brin, Larry Ellison and Bill Gates as individuals whose influence could potentially cause for concern. Belridea Addy took an apparent swipe at the billionaire, saying, it goes without saying that people like the owner of a social media website that will only ever call Twitter, who is not even registered to vote in the UK, does not own a company incorporated in the UK and invariably avoids paying his full share of tax in the UK, should not be free to throw money at our politics, but here we are. Russia was mentioned 20 times during the debate, with several MPs bringing up the 2020 report from Parliament's Intelligence and Select Committee. We've found that several members of the Russian elite who are closely linked to Putin are identified as being involved with charitable and or political organisations in the UK, having donated to political parties. Liberal Democrat MP for Tewkesbury, Cameron Thomas, called for the release of the records of the Westminster Russian Forum, a pro-Russian lobby group which met with several Conservative MPs. He also called for the full unredacted release of the Russia report. The 2020 report found that the Conservative government had failed to investigate Russian influence in UK politics. Yeah, this is a good question. Why would Labour hold that back? Answer on a postcard in the chat, please. MPs also criticised the potential for Chinese and Iranian influences in UK politics, with Conservative MP David Simons referring to an incident in 2023 when it was revealed that members of the Labour Party had taken more than £700,000 from Christine Lee, who MI5 claimed to have been engaged in political interference activities on behalf of the Chinese Communist Party. However, no mention was made of the existing funding that British MPs received in donations and free trips from pro-Israeli and Saudi Arabian lobby groups. Oh no, we can't mention them. The 2024 Transparency International report, to which many MPs referred during the debate, stated that luxury hospitality that MPs receive from governments such as Saudi Arabia, Qatar and Azerbaijan as a reputational and security risk to our democracy. And this was written by Ollie Hayes. Yes. Very interesting indeed, guys. Debating, but whether there'll be anything that will come of it, I don't think so. I'm not sure. I mean, the headline is he plans to crack down, but whether there will actually be comprehensive action. Whether some of these legal loopholes will be dealt with, I'm not so sure, because I think some of the people who took part in the debates will be saying what they need to say, but perhaps maybe off the record sort of thing, will be trying to water down anything that would stop donors coming in. Personally, if we want to stop dirty money going into politics, none of these political parties should be funded by donors. Their funding should come by the government. You get a set amount of money, and depending on where you finish in terms of votes and whatnot, that should be. And yes, it should come from the state. It should not be coming from foreigners and from donations, because it's political influence. It is political influence. Millionaires and billionaires who give money to these MPs. It's blatant. It's just, you don't give this money for nothing. You want something in return. It's like some of these MPs who also have second jobs and whatnot. Do you remember when a lot of them had these jobs with other companies and whatnot, and they had to do the odd speech here, and they were paid millions of pounds. Some of them were paid like $500,000 and whatnot by these companies. Like, you can't tell me that there's not a conflict of interest here. This is the problem. There's still conflicts of interest. We know there's still corruption in the UK. We know it's not going away. It hasn't gone away, and it hasn't gone away for a long time. But is Keir Starmer corrupt? I think there is some corruption within him, because I generally don't expect this to mean that we're going to have a crackdown. I could be wrong. Maybe there will be, but because I really don't want political influence from America. But that may be what will happen. But I want your honest opinion, guys. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think that this Labour government will crack down on it? Or is it just a lot of rhetoric talk? Let me know your thoughts and more on all of this down in the comment section below. If you found this video interesting or informative in any way to you, please hit that like button. We greatly appreciate it. Share this across social media so others are notified of this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Do join the YouTube membership channel for as little as 99p, so you can financially support me and the work that I do here. And you can also check out the Rumble and Patreon as well for exclusive content on those platforms as well. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to catch you all very, very soon.